Hello, this is the BCD show. I am Cole Ledger and I am here with Brooks and Drew, and we're going to jump into our first topic, which is going to be the NBA awards, which was last night, and we're going to start off with the biggest one, the MVP. We had James Harden of the Houston Rockets beat out LeBron James and Anthony Davis. What are your thoughts on that award?
Honestly, I have no problem with it. I picked James Harden to win. He's just such an offensive star, and actually, this may be a little bit controversial, but people underrate his defense for his laziness, but overall, if he looks to it and can play at his best, he can play pretty good defense.
Okay, and I can completely agree with that. He is an offensive star, and his defense is improving these last few years. Drew, what do you think about this award?
Like Brooke said, I'm fine with James Harden winning. I knew it was going to be between James Harden and LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
They're both like two great superstars. But James Harden, he just has like a great three-point shooting ability.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Steph Curry or like
Like
any
Klay
of
Thompson and
yes.
something like that.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Okay, so next we have the Rookie of the Year, which is pretty much a person that just came in this year and is dominated pretty much. And we had Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers win it over Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz and Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I was fine with really anybody that got picked, even Jason Tatum. I really loved all these three rookies, but I think I would pick Donovan Mitchell just because the fact that, he had less talent, he, played in the West, a harder league, and I think he doesn't need as much as Ben Simmons does because Ben Simmons needs the ball more than Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion, and he's the better scorer. So, personally, I think Donovan Mitchell deserved it, but I'm fine with anybody.
Okay, so pretty much there's also this thing going around that people say Ben Simmons isn't a rookie, and some people say Ben Simmons is a rookie. Honestly, it could go either way. I thought Donovan Mitchell really deserved it because we expected Ben Simmons to actually be good and get Rookie of the Year just because he was the number 1 overall pick in the 2016 draft. But Donovan Mitchell wasn't drafted until like the 14th or 15th pick by Denver, but was traded to Utah. And what is your opinion on this Ben Simmons award?
I agree with both of you. I mean, like you said, it's controversial. Ben Simmons, he didn't really play last year, but now he plays. I honestly think Donovan Mitchell should deserve it too, because I don't think Ben Simmons made any contests, but Donovan Mitchell made the dunk contest, and he won.
Yeah. Okay. So we had the Defensive Player of the Year, and that was Rudy Gobert over Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid. So I think that was a little surprising. I thought since Anthony Davis, made the MVP race, that was mostly because of his defense leading the league in blocks per game. So I thought AD should have gotten it. But what's your thoughts on that?
I agree. I mean, I never really thought about Gobert winning, but he's really known for his defense. He has nothing else. He doesn't really have an offensive game. But Anthony Davis definitely deserved some kind of award for leading his team to the conference semifinals. I mean, he's really underrated.
Mm-hmm. So we're just going to name the two that were really not even controversial at all, which is Most Improved Player in Victor Oladipo, and then the Sixth Man of the Year being Lou Williams. I think all three of us expected that to happen. And then one that me and Brooks were talking about earlier was Coach of the Year. Dwayne Casey won it over Brad Stevens and Quinn Snyder. I thought it was going to be Brad Stevens just because he got them to the conference semifinals, and Dwayne Casey is like a really hard coach when it comes to the playoffs because he's really hard to go with, and he can't even make it past the second round of the playoffs with a number 1 seeded team.
And when the Raptors have the best depth in the East, arguably, so you're given that, and then you have a team that has 2 injured players coming into the playoffs, and playoffs really doesn't count. But I mean, just taking the talent and getting a rookie and a second-year player and Jaylen Brown to play together is I just don't know how he does it. It's unbelievable, and I don't know how he didn't win.
Okay.
It's,
And I think you agree with him, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to jump into our next topic, which is going to be a really interesting question that a lot of MLB fans have been wondering. Are the MLB games too long? Like, because there's a lot of breaks sometimes with like mound visits and like there's like 30 seconds between every at bat. Do you think MLB games are too long?
definitely I do, and they keep trying to fix it with the intentional walk. Like, I don't know what they're doing. You know, there's one thing they can do is add a pitch clock, and they're picking at this idea, which doesn't make sense. Add the pitch clock. I know it's in the minors. Add it. Though, I mean, I would rather go see a minor league game than a major league game at this point. It's just boring. I mean,
Yeah.
I love playing baseball and watching it, but they need
I'd
to
rather
step
watch it on
up.
TV. Honestly.
I know. I get the atmosphere, but it's just like add a pitch clock, keeps it fast. There's no, you don't need to readjust your gloves. Like, keep them on. You know, it's all just silly stuff that isn't needed in baseball.
And then you got like, because I was at the game last night against the Seattle Mariners, and there was like a bunch of like, when like let's say somebody on the Mariners would get a hit, there was like a 40-second clock, and you're not allowed to pitch the ball until that 40 seconds is up, which I think is a very controversial thing because if you're ready to pitch, you're ready to pitch. And I think they should do it like the NFL where you like have like a clock down, and if you don't pitch it in time, it counts like as a ball or something. If you don't pitch it in time, like sometimes like balks will count as an extra base for the runners. I think it should be counted as a ball, like if they don't pitch it in time, just to make the games go faster. And what's your opinion on this?
I agree with both of you guys. Like, it's way too slow. Just like it needs to be somehow. They need to change it so it's more fast paced. Not as fast as like basketball or football, but not like 40 seconds between every pitch. Like sometimes a batter, like if it's a full count, a batter could be up for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, because they can just keep fouling it off when, like, you see like 20 pitches for like Brandon Belt, the most in MLB history. So that wraps up that topic in our show. This is the BCD show signing out.